Hi, I'm Romina, and for this reading I've decided to use something a little bit special. Now, the other day I was lucky enough to come across some Chinese fortune telling sticks, and I got even luckier because the writing on each stick is written in English, so I'm actually going to be able to, understand it without actually having to reach for a translation book or go on to Google Translate. So, isn't that absolutely brilliant? Now, these fortune sticks have been used for many, many centuries by the Chinese, and I really like them because I like the fact that it's a non-pictorial oracle. So anyway, what one does is, first of all, it would help if one takes the lid off. And then you have to shake the container, which can become quite noisy. And the first stick or sticks that come out are are the actual tube will actually be the message or messages for this reading. So I'm going to start to shake. It might be a bit noisy. Oh, that was nicely done, wasn't it? I had to stand up for that, by the way. It's much easier to shake them when I'm stood up. Maybe put that there. Right then. Now, in no particular order, we have... Oh, this is an interesting message. Don't know if you can see that clearly. Let me move back a bit. It says, a hasty quarrel through a trifle. A hasty quarrel through a trifle. I take that to mean that in some way you've become quite angry and quite disagreeable with somebody quite special, somebody close to you, over something that's actually really quite mundane, trivial, and a little bit insignificant. So if that sounds like something that's happening for you or has happened recently, then I think this Chinese fortune stick is basically telling you to contemplate whether this argument is worth falling out with someone for. Is the subject matter just so trivial and ridiculous? And are you really going to throw away a friendship or a close family relationship just for the sake of something that's really quite petty? So I think this stick is actually telling you to have a real think about this. And if deep down you know that it is actually a really silly quarrel, a really silly falling out, then sometimes it can be a good thing to not wait for the other side, to not wait for the other person or the other party to actually say they're sorry. And, like that saying goes, kind of make amends like all good men and women should. So, hopefully that stick there has been of some usefulness. And let's see what the message is on this stick. You have made an impression on someone dear to you. Oh, you have made an impression on someone dear to you. I don't know whether you could see that very well. You have made an impression on someone dear to you. Now, the thing is, this could actually fit in with this stick as well, couldn't it, really? It might be that you've had a falling out with someone and, over this silly dispute, and that it might be that the impression that you've made on someone else is actually not that good at the moment. So maybe someone that you love, somebody that you're close to, has found out about this quarrel, and therefore they might be actually reconsidering their evaluation of you. So if you don't want to actually fall out with someone else that's special, then it'd be a good idea to, to go to this person that you've had this quarrel with, to go to this person and make amends, and then hopefully it will help heal the relationship with someone else who's dear to you. It might be the person that's dear to you might be the same person that you've actually had the quarrel with. So that could be it as well. So it's not that hard, is it, to pick up the phone and to say hello and to say I'm sorry, or text messages are so easy to send, a little less personal, I think. I think sometimes when we want to sort of say that we're sorry, or come on, let's not fall out over this silly thing, I think sometimes a phone call is a lot more personal. And of course, knocking on someone's door and going round and seeing them in real time. That's even better, isn't it? And, if the person that is dear to you has a different impression on you, then again, it would be a good idea to phone them up and maybe say, I'm really, things got out of hand a little bit. I didn't mean to fall out with them. I don't want to fall out with you. Sometimes we can all be a little bit silly and a little bit crazy and not think about the other person's point of view. But I'm sorry if I've made a negative impression, and I was acting in my lower kind of consciousness, because we have a higher self, don't we? And we have a lower self. And sometimes it's hard to kind of tap into the higher self. And as I know only too well. So anyway, these are gorgeous fortune telling sticks, and I hope that it's helped you come to terms with maybe some kind of problem or issue and friendship or relationship that does need to be sorted out and resolved. And you can wave that magic wand in your life and pick up the pieces. Pick up the pieces, glue it all back together again, and be friends again. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this very special Chinese fortune telling sticks reading. Bye for now.